So they want to defund the police. That's what I'm thinking. Defunding the police. Defunding the police. When I saw that sign, defund the police, I said, they must be joking. They're out of their minds. But then it took a serious turn. And now I'm noticing they were actually serious about this. They want to defund the police. So I had to really stop and think. Why would they want to defund the police? The police isn't any worse than they were 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago, except for the fact that now they're more militarized. They've been militarized, right? They're training the police like commandos now. They're looking like Judge Dredd. You know, these military tactics of choking people out, that's not normal. Where did they learn this from? They were trained to do that. You know, and have you noticed, these inhuman tactics, they always threaten the less fortunate. That's why it rings a bell, it touches a nerve, it strikes a nerve when you see this brother getting choked out, if that's what happened. Getting kneeled down. How do you kneel on someone for so long? Looking into the camera. There's something fishy about that. But I wasn't there, so I can only go with my gut feeling, which usually my gut feeling is, for the most part, usually right. Right? This is something that's not normal that someone does. And you have to be soulless to do that. Just kneel on someone who's handcuffed. Why didn't anyone help him? That's the next question. But you see, this thing strikes a nerve with people because they know the brutality that is practiced in the black community against black people, against black men. And it's been going on for far too fucking long. And people are tired of it. People are just tired of it now. Not only that, it makes the country look bad. It makes Americans look bad. And it's a cowardly thing to do. I mean, police does that. There's nothing brave about it. It sounds like a punk, a coward punk, who have someone hands tied behind their back, and it's a form of lynching in a way. There's no difference, because the guy's dead. At least so they say. Well, in people's mind, he's dead. So let's put it that way. That does struck a nerve. But they always try these tactics on people. If it's vaccine, they go to the less fortunate area in the world to try their dirty vaccine, right? Anything they try to do, less fortunates first. You know, why do they try these demonic tactics, right? Satanic, demonic, beastly tactics in people, or the less fortunate? Because you have less resources to redress those problems, right? Those attacks. So they know they can get away with it. But this time it's a reverse, see, because they know the response that we're going to get, and that's why they did it. You got to follow these people. They've inverted reality. Because they know, because of the type of response they're going to get, they already have a plan in place to respond to that problem. Of course, they're going to have a solution, because they created the problem in the first place. So they know where this is going. They're going to give you the problem, get you to react, and they give you the solution. It's big business for them. It's a money-making scheme. It's not as simple as it seems. This is how they work now. Shakedown. Global shakedown. So you think you're out there demonstrating, but maybe you're just playing into their hands. It's all orchestrated. You ever heard the saying, no good deeds will go unpunished? Viewers, really, these people, these New World Order globalists, they don't really like human beings. They hate human beings. They really hate us because we're unpredictable. That's because God gave us free will. They hate the fact that we have free will. Satan don't like free will. The demons don't like free will. The devil don't like free will because he can't predict the outcome. See? Right? So, and people aren't really, if you look at it, people aren't any more dangerous now than they used to be. Actually, people are much more docile now with all the technology that is available. I'm looking at all these people, they're pretty much weak. They're a bunch of weaklings. Not in the days of, when they were running alcohol and booze and everything. I forgot the era that was. You know, prohibition, yeah, prohibition, yeah, moonshine and everything. Time of Dillinger and Al Capone, those days are gone. So why are the police so much more militaristic now? Why? Because they were trained that way. That's why. They were trained to hold the population at bay and hold them hostage. The plot is so cynical, it's unbelievable. So I started thinking, so now, what if you defund the police? What do you replace it with? Oh, what do you replace it with? You replace it with robots and drones. You say they're automating everything. That's what I think. Automating everything. So the police and the teachers, they're obsolete. Doctors, you're next. Because pretty soon I'll be able to drive up to a kiosk and just get tested and, whatever. That's what the whole vaccine thing is all about. To make doctors and everybody obsolete too. The only thing that you'll need is a vaccine. Upgrade your system once or twice a year. And you're good. Good to go. See? So the police are going to be replaced with drones and robots. And the little paddy wagons that they put you in, those are going to be driverless cars anyway. So everything is going to be automated. So, makes you want to know, how are they going to implement this? Well, they have not a psyop for that. Look, these are normal people. These are smart people. Evil, but cunning. Snake tongue, snake head people. Snake in the grass chameleon. That's what I call them. Vampires in the mist. Yeah, another psyop. They just create another emergency, catastrophe, and people be crying, we need police. Oh, there's no more police, there's no more police. Well, send us anything. We'll send you some robots. Oh, send us some robots and vaccinate us while you can. Well, do that. We just can't take it anymore. Just lock us away and just keep us fed bread and water. We don't care. We can't take it anymore. So people out there demonstrating, thinking that, it's all good. What happened to the gentleman was bad. What happened to Floyd was bad. If that's what happened to him, because I'm beginning to question that too now. It's like nothing you see anymore is like real. It's like nothing organic. Busting out windows and all that stuff. People are paid to demonstrate. Huh? This is all social engineering at the highest level. And they're all a part of the same network. The medical people, the farming, the GMO. What else? The news media, medical news, farming, music. They're all a part of that little apex that just keep making war on us. So no, it's not going good enough for them. It's not going fast enough. But if they can automate everything, get the police out of the way, guess what they can do now? The drones will take over. And then all hell will break loose, because you can program a robot to be as violent as you want it to be, and then you can go and mow down some people and say, oh, the programming isn't bad, there's some malfunction. Nobody will be charged. Yeah, nobody will be charged because the big corporation will be running everything like they are now, you just don't know it. They'll be indemnified. They'll have indemnification, as Billy the Kid with the Needle would say. Yeah, I would like to vaccine 7 billion people, but I need an indemnification. I want to be indemnified. Nobody will be charged. And they can shake down the government, shake down the people for more money. They can say, well, this new model robot that's obsolete. We need to put out a new brand. That's what its problem is. We need to rejuvenate the whole robotic system to make it more friendly to humans. Well, who programmed these motherfuckers in the first place? It was us. It just happened to have a virus. It just pick up a virus somewhere. Well, who put the virus? Well, we did it so that we can make more money, bitches. Look, evil knows no end unless we put a stop to it. Simple as that. When the human race decide they don't want to be slaves anymore, they'll raise up and say, we're not going to be your slave. We're not going to be your guinea pig. We're not going to be your gopher. We're going to march and pound no pavements for you. We're not going to do anything. Just leave us the fuck alone. You've been held us in captivity for the last 5,000 years. And we want to see this thing end. Take your network down, sir. But you see, I'm just one person talking. The network is not coming down unless people really, really understand what's going on. This draconian system that they're putting in place is going to be worse than death itself. The only time you see a police is if you did some shit that they need Judge Dredd to come in and bust you up in the head. This stuff is, they're hijacking the planet, and we are marching right into our own captivity. And people don't even realize what's going on. We need to take down these networks. These are networks that they have up. That's why you can get all these people out there marching. I always wonder, how can they have all these people out here? Where do they get them from? How can they just come up? So it's not about someone getting killed. Because if you kill someone and you treat them in a certain way that's untowards the code of what you're supposed to do, you're not doing a good job. Then if you're a police, you're not doing a good job, you need to be fired. You need to reform the protocol by which you engage people, right? But this is nothing new. So how comes they didn't do that before? How comes all of a sudden everybody's up in arms, everybody's demonstrating? Now I understand that the American system, the world system has changed, right? So the things that you can do, you can't get away with it anymore because the demographic and the dynamics in relationship and social dynamics have changed. You got black people who are friends with white people now. White people are friends with black people. So anything you do to one, the other one's going to be pissed off. I understand that. It's so interconnected now that you can't separate the two. That tells me that we're now becoming a country. But there's a price for that. What type of country is America going to be moving forward? Because we've crossed the Rubicon. All right? Now, what kind of world are we going to have? We now have to determine that. Is it going to be a human world, a human and bionic world, or is it going to be all robotic? If we let these motherfuckers control all the technology, they're just going to press a button and wipe us out. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't fly to outer space and nuke the earth from out there to hide all their crime. Because the stuff they're doing for the last 1,000 years is nothing short of crimes against humanity. It's crimes against God. Where does our natural right comes into play? When you have a robot come to your door, right? Kick your door down, and you have a drone there waiting to shepherd you or police you into the paddy wagon that is run by a robot. Oh man, driverless car. And you go to automatic jail where everything is automated, that you don't even have connection with anybody. This is going to be crazy. That's where they're leading. And people are thinking that they're demonstrating about someone dying. Now, if someone died and they did something wrong and the police did something, all you have to do is reprimand them or throw them in jail, charge them for a crime. But you got these people kneeling. Congress kneeling. Didn't Congress know that the police was bad all along? When did they just start kneeling? You know what I think they're doing? I think they're just making a mockery of us. That's what they are. Kneeling for a vote. Jesus, these people are such whores. Where's some... When I look at this, I thought, there's some Knights Templar shit. Did the Knights Templar won this one? Because it's all social engineering now. It's like I go and I can say, well, I want to start a little scam for the coronavirus. Well, what can we piggyback on that? Well, medicine, you can get your medicine. Okay, what can I do? What am I going to get out of this? Well, you can get medicine. Well, what do you have, Joe? How much you going to pay to do this scam? You have to. This is a robbery. This is a global robbery now, though. So everybody's piggybacking. I'll do the food thing. I want to get my foods and my farms. I want to get all the big farms. Okay, you get all the big farms. Okay, well, what about me? All the stores? We'll just knock down we'll close up all the big stores. You can get, just-in-time delivery. You can be in charge of that. That's why they just parcel up everything and they're doing it all over the world. Everything is all part of the whole network. And they got frontmen like Bill Gates and what have you to sell their programs. These are all pitchmen. Jesus, it's so... those of eyes to see, let them see. That have ears to hear, let them hear. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against these wicked motherfuckers. You know, I don't want to keep going on and on and on and on. But look at this picture. Tell me the difference. Huh? Let's cross-reference a little history. Huh? About kneeling. So you think these people are really kneeling for you. Yeah. Check this out. Huh? Check this out. Get it now? I hope it jogs something in your consciousness so you can see through this farce. Huh? This is some Masonic Knight Templar demon worship, whatever they're doing. But it's really not about you. Yeah, we know it's definitely not about you or me. And we know for a fact that these motherfuckers here kneeling down with their little kente cloth, culturally, it's fuck out of here. These motherfuckers, they're not praying. They're too demonic to pray. So we know this is not a prayer meeting in Congress. And they're not kneeling because they're contrite. They always have a twisted motive. It's like they're making a mockery of God. This is a ritual, people. That's what I see going on here. A ritual. Don't have to be a genius to figure this one out.